Hello guys, welcome to the Wild Earth Child. Once again, if you're new here, welcome. We have 3 piles here. We got the Powerpuff Girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. And as usual, the timestamps will be in the description, as well as all my social medias related to my tarot, and my social medias outside of tarot, in case you're interested in anything else that I do. I do a lot of other things, so if you're interested, they're there. You can check them out. Otherwise, I will see you guys at your pile. All right, buttercups, here we go, pile 1. So, who is your next relationship, next serious relationship, whatever it's gonna be? Your next love interest. Why don't we do that? Next love interest. Chaotic shuffling. We can't have a video without at least a couple of those, right? So, especially with these big ass cards, they're so stiff. Jesus. Do a little bit of that. Oh, here we go already. Jesus. Okay, we're starting off a little wild. Okay, 7 of Swords already. So your next serious relationship, or your next, I keep saying that, so maybe that's what it's going to be for this group. Next love interest in general, whatever. We'll see where it goes. Oh. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. 10. Oh. So there's some sort of an illusion of happiness. Is this what we're starting off with? Let's see. Some sort of deception. King of Wands. The Sun reversed. Hierophant. Huh. Okay. I don't love this start, but alright. So. It looks like okay, so it looks like you guys have had a pattern of going for people who are emotionally unavailable, who are maybe, shall I say, whores? Like someone who just can't commit, people who cheat and lie and aren't reliable. It seems like there's a little bit of self-sabotage with this group. I know that this is about who your next person is, but I think they're trying to address something first when it comes to your patterns. Because I feel like you go for things that are sort of red flags. It's like red flags are like more pink to you or something. Or maybe that's the past. Maybe we have grown and we're changing and we're gonna see what's next here. But my intention was to just get straight out like who the person is, but it seems like they want to address sort of a past energy here. Of just like this illusion of happiness. It's not real. And sort of building on this idea of like being able to commit to people who won't commit and having this happily ever after for people who aren't princes. So I think there's definitely either you've grown out of this or you're growing out of this, or your next step is growing out of this. So from there, let's see. They wanted to just let me know real quick, I guess, what the tea is. I want to see. Okay. So who is the next love interest for pile 1? 5 of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups. So it seems like a new beginning, walking away from things that have, Jesus, not given to us, who have left us sad. Moving on. Yeah. So you could be moving on from somebody specific, actually. Yeah, look at this 8 of Wands. The Magician, manifesting something new. I do feel like whoever comes in next is coming faster than I think you might think. It could even be someone you've already met but aren't really like being romantic with or anything yet. 8 of Cups reversed. Clarify the 8 of Cups reversed here. The Moon. Okay, if you need confirmation about letting a person go from the past, moving on from something, yes. I say move on. I feel like what's next is going to be such a breath of fresh air, and it's going to be so different from what you have dealt with. You have to leave it behind. 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Don't sell yourself short here. Because we deserve all the best things. And if someone can't give it to us, then goodbye. 9 of Wands. Pentacles. Let's see. Let me see a little bit more. Oh, Ace of Wands. Okay, so it could be very good chemistry and good physical connection. Okay, that's better than before. Knight of Cups. So I do feel like this is somebody who could be a little bit of a charmer, but also I feel like this is someone who's going to let you, like, have you, you're going to be able to let down your guard with this person, not the Lovers, okay? You're going to be able to let down your guard with this person, but I will say there is another energy here that was coming up that you definitely have to let go of first. Like, if you can't let this other energy go, then this is not going to manifest. Then you're going to end up going in a cycle. Because the other energy, like, is not, it's just not beneficial. And it's going to go in cycles if you don't end it. That's only for a specific few of you. Just Swords reversed. Seven of Swords. Didn't we have Seven of Swords before? Yeah, we did. Queen of Cups. Yeah, because what you have been giving to, you're too much of a, shall I say, lover girl, lover boy for this person, or for that energy in general, because it seems like it's been like the same thing in different people for you. And there's a big emphasis from Spirit about letting that go, because there's something in the sidelines, if you will, the metaphorical sidelines, that is like so much better and so much healthier and so much more fun. 6 of Cups. Yeah, you got it. Hold on, let me clarify that. before I get into it. So this could be somebody you've known already. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. It could also be someone who might have children, or someone who is childlike, someone who's in a mutual setting with you, mutual friends, mutual community. Knight of Wands. Okay. Clarify the Knight of Wands. King of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Knight of Wands. This is not the energy of it feels like I'm like fighting with two different energies here. Page of Cups. I'm so confused. Why that? Clarify the Two of Cups reverse. Clarify the Two of Cups reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I see. It's going to be a slow burn. It's going to be a slow... This could be somebody you... Again, like I said, you've known that you're not interacting with right now. This could even, maybe for a few of you, be someone you were already involved in that you're not currently talking to or involved with, or at least really interacting with on a daily basis or anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow burn, this situation. But there's a lot of emotions here. Five of Swords reverse. Oh, I got two here. All the cards keep getting stuck together. Star Seed. Tower. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like whatever you went through recently, like whatever you went through last, definitely has formed you into you like it made you have a glow up. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Wands. I do feel like there's a need to open up your perspective a little bit, be a little bit more open-minded. Maybe for some of you, the person you're thinking it is, it might not actually be that person. It just feels like there's a need for a little bit of a more open mind here, and sort of like opening yourself to opportunities, and don't close yourself off out of guilt or out of some false sense of loyalty to somebody who it doesn't seem was committal, or if not a person specifically, that kind of energy, that kind of person. F-boy, possibly. Yeah, transformation. Telling you, this next phase in your love life, as long as you really move forward and let go of all the bad past patterns that you have and the people you've gone for and that kind of thing, it's going to be such a gorgeous new beginning. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. It's like you had to heal, you had to go through all the shit to get to something great. It's not always the case, but sometimes it feels more like a reward, right? It feels more earned in a sick way, because human beings, we're a little messed up like that. 2 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. So this could be somebody, this could be somebody that's planning to speak to you, reach out to you, someone who is really trying to take their time and reassess and like really think about what they want here, how they want to go about it, what they want to say. That's for those of you who already have somebody. Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Two of Pentacles. Some of you could have two people that you're dealing with right now, or that are like overlapping. I mean, I'm not gonna judge, but it seems like there's two energies here, and that keeps coming up. Ooh. The Empress, Nine of Cups, Temperance. Okay, for some of you, this could be somebody who you had kids with. Doesn't have to be, but I definitely get that for some of you. So it feels like for some of you, there's somebody that you've had kids with, and then there's like a new person, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to integrate that and balance that. And then for others of you, this is somebody who's trying to have a new beginning with you, that you may have had kids with, or who could just potentially see you as someone who could be a good mother, wifey material, if you will. Could be someone who has taken time to heal, who feels like you're like their dream person. Just take it if it resonates. Ten of Cups, wow. Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups, Justice. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Nine of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Six of Swords. So this could be somebody who fell for some sort of illusion in the past. Someone who maybe didn't do right by you and wants to make it right. Someone who's somewhat stressed about it. This is for those of you where this is a past person. It does feel like if this is a past person though, and they come in, and so people can change. That's not impossible. But when people come back into our lives, they need to show that they're different. They can't just come in with the same energy that does nothing for us but drain us. So for those of you, I would really be, not saying that there's anything to be necessarily worried about, because it seems like this person's trying to like switch up the energy here, but use discernment for your own situation, because it's going to pertain to everybody differently. But going back to those of you where this isn't an old person, I hate when I get two energies, then I feel torn. Chaotic shuffling, that's what we do here. We do it better than anything else. Okay. Five of Cups again. No. We're gonna just give this a moment. I want this for the people who this is actually a new person, not an old person. Okay, we've already read that. I want to get this for like the people that do not have that situation. So, for the people with a new person coming, okay, that's more better. 7 of Pentacles. So like I said, I think it will be a bit of a slow burn, but like sometimes the slow burns are like the best burns, you know what I mean? Like things that like take their time are so much better. Like, you know, fireplaces are better than fireworks sometimes. Even though, you know, I love a good firework, but it's not stable and it doesn't last. Oh. 8 of Cups. 3 of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is going to be someone who's about the action. 2 of Pentacles. Who has a good balance between emotion and logic. The Star. This could be somebody who's who gets a lot of attention. Could just be someone who's like, I just get like a very bubbly. I don't know why I'm getting that. But there's like a light to this person. There's a nice energy to them. The High Priestess. Eight of Swords. What should I tell the people for a new love interest? Dropping cards here. Oh. So this could be a really good team work energy between you two. This could also, like I said, be someone you already know, some sort of friend or something. Or even a friend of a friend, that kind of thing. This could even be someone who you end up working with, like, in business-wise or creatively, or, like, just something you might collaborate on. Ten of Swords. Reversed. Queen of Pentacles. The World. I do feel like this is going to be a more sturdy connection. It's something that's going to, like, build up over time. Not totally slowly, but, you know, as opposed to in 3 months, it'll be more like 6 months or something like that. It just feels like a nice buildup of, like, actually getting to know each other and, like, really trying to build a foundation to this. I do feel like in the long run, though, this is going to be, like, a really successful relationship. I feel like you guys are going to work well as business partners. Like, I really get that. I feel like the relationship will be nurtured. I just get a very gentle energy. But, like, I feel like it's, like, gentle and motivating. That's, like, the vibe I'm getting. Alright, I'm going to pull charms. Not moving the candle. Powerpuff Girl vibes. Okay. Let's see. Alright. What came over here? Is that an N or a Z? N. I guess you could take it as a Z if you want. Could be someone who's into the water, on the ocean. Someone could live by the water. We have believe. So believe that you can have a healthy connection, believe in your own dreams, believe that things can be positive. You could end up having children with this person, or for some of you who I got that energy before, you could already have children with this person, or this person could have children. Peace and love here. There could be some peace in this connection. Finally, MISYK. Cookie. Someone could like to bake. Someone could be sweet. Something about Christmas, maybe. Stitch. You guys could be with some like weirdos, or you guys could be very unique. This could be a unique connection, something that people might not understand from the outside. And then another confirmation on children here. So be careful if you're getting active, people. And then I had this random you sitting over here, so I'll just take it. And that is your reading, Pal 1. And I hope that this was helpful. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alright, Pal 2, if you chose the Blossom pin, this is going to be your reading. Hopefully this will be a little more straightforward than Pal 1. Just hopefully, right? Okay. So, your next love interest, Pal 2. Who this may be. Who be this may. Who this be may gonna be. Three Swords reverse. So it could be someone who's healing. You could be healing from things in the past. Oh, this could be fast moving, or you could be moving on from something. It could be while you're moving on from something, or this person. Eight of Pentacles. So this could be something that you guys work on mutually. Like it seems like it could be equal give and take. Effort will be put in. Queen of Swords. There'll be good conversation. Could be very direct communication with each other. Very honest. A good foundation of friendship. You could already possibly be friends with this person or know this person somehow. 10 of Cups. Okay. Could be real good emotional fulfillment here. Should I just end the reading here? That's great. I love that. Okay. This is definitely better. Okay. Let's see. So why don't we look at, whoa, a little more. King of Cups. Okay. Deep feelings. The thing about King of Cups is like, it's like a solid feelings. It's not super like out loud and act like it doesn't. King of Cups energy isn't like PDA or like possessive or anything like that. It's more of like a stable, quiet confidence of like, we love each other. This is good love. This is stable. This is safe. Could also be somebody who's emotionally mature. 10 of Wands reversed. I do get the vibe of like both of you have things you've let go of in the past, some pain. Whoa. Whoa. All these cards will fly out. 7 of Cups. Could honestly be like a sort of a fantasy relationship. Like it seems like a fairy tale. Oh, I like this. I like this pile. Oh, the Lovers. Okay, we like this energy. Like, do I need to say more to you guys? Jeez. Okay. How about this person specifically? So we got the dynamic here, but what about this person? Like, what kind of traits does this person have other than emotionally mature? King of Wands. Okay, so passionate, could be energetic, could be a fiery person. Oh, I'm already tired, Jesus. You could be tired of the bullshit from from past situations. I don't know why I got that. This could be somebody who gets a lot of attention, possibly. Or you could be someone who gets a lot of attention. 5 of Cups. Clarify the 5 of Cups here. Ah. Five of Wands. So clarify the 5 of Cups really quick. Page of Cups. So yeah, walking away from some maybe a little bit toxic stuff that you've dealt with, some grief of some sort, some conflicts, some issues that you've had in the past with love. Could even be fixing your relationship to love and what that means to you. 6 of Cups. Could be someone childlike, could be someone who has children. That's a good physical connection right there. Oh. Okay. Good emotional connection too. You guys are really connected in that. Oh, that's great. There's nothing better than getting physical with someone who you got an Ace of Cups relationship with. Like what? You guys are just intertwined in every way? What? Every category is covered? What kind of illusion is that? It's not an illusion, it's reality here. Okay, babe, girl. Queen of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. So there at first there could be a bit of like a need to sort of figure out how to balance like your work life, your finances type thing, and your love life. Trying to like balance, you know, all your hobbies, all the things you still want to do, with, you know, being involved with somebody else and starting to consider somebody else in all of that. I do want to say, I don't know why feel like I might need to say this for some people, but I don't think you need to worry about losing your independence or anything. Maybe someone in the past was trying to be like controlling or something. Or this person could even, for a moment, need to ease themselves into it and realize like, oh, I'm not going to lose my independence. I could be in a committed relationship and still do things I want to do, just to an extent. You know, I can't just go and start sleeping with everybody now, right? That's just defeats the purpose. 5 of Swords reverse. Sorry that the cards are a hot mess all the time, but this is what we do here. So, Page of Swords reverse. Starseed. I do feel like for this to come in, I do think you have to get out of your own way a little bit. Get out of your own head and don't self-sabotage. Don't be your worst enemy. Transformation. Yeah, I do think that this is new energy. This is different. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, that's usually about like wish fulfillment. Dreams come true. This could be like your dream person. You could be their dream person. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting stability. This could even be something that builds up a little bit, like it's not, you don't like rush into it. It's like something that genuinely you get to like, you allow yourself to enjoy it as it builds. And sort of anticipate things. It's like almost like waiting to sleep together, stuff like that. Like I just feel like things will be, you know, a little bit more secure in the sense that they're not like, you're not rushing into stuff. Kind of just taking your time as you go, feeling it out. Strength, 2 of Wands. Page of Pentacles. There's something big about finances here. Maybe you guys could end up making money together, having a business together or something. The Sun. I do think you guys could end up having children together. This could be someone who makes you super happy. I just get really good vibes from this relationship. I feel like it's gonna be a fun relationship. Justice. Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. Whoa. Okay, cards. Ow. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so all the past energy, it's long gone. We're wiping it out because this is a very different person than you're used to. And I think the problem is you're gonna have to like let yourself get used to that. Let yourself be open to that. Because just because it's unfamiliar doesn't mean it's unsafe. In fact, I think this is safer than what the old energy seems to be here. And take that however you want. Safer physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it might be. I do think that this is going to be a way more stable and sturdy connection with a lot more love. And I do think that it's going to take some adjusting for you to be like, this is real. Like, this person's not bamboozling me. I don't see it that way. I do not see that they are. I do think that this is very different than you're used to. And I wasn't getting at all that this could be a past person, but if it is, I think a decent amount of time has had to pass in order for that to be the case, because this is like a very different energy than what could have been in the past. So I'm gonna pull charms now. Yeah, this reading was so much more easy than pile 1. Pile 1 was not super straightforward. Alright, we're gonna do charms. Pile 2. Okay. Okay. Could be something about the ocean. Maybe someone has a boat. Maybe someone lives by the water. Someone could have a cat or want a kitten. Something about Christmas, possibly. Maybe even New Year's I randomly got. I don't usually get that, but a relationship of peace. We have M. Give us some variety here, people. D. L. I'm going to pull a little more. R. J. B. Y. T. There's none back here, right? And then it's possible that you could have children with this person. Maybe children could be already involved somehow when this person comes in. And yeah, pile 2, that is your reading. I'm so glad that was so much more smooth. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alright, group 3. You chose Bubbles. Alright. And this is about who is going to be your next love interest. So this doesn't necessarily have to be about who you end up with. It could very well be, but this is just about where your current energy is headed as far as just who's next. Chaotic shuffling as usual, although it's a little anticlimactic today, but that's fine. Okay. Group 3, who is their next love interest? Who is their next love interest? Oh, King of Swords. Okay, so it could be someone who puts their mind over their heart. Could be someone who's very intelligent, who's a good communicator, who's a deep thinker. Swords reversed. I feel like this person could be an overthinker. I feel like they have a hard time balancing their thoughts. There could be a lot going on in this person's head. 7 of Wands reversed. Ooh. The Lovers, okay. So there's definitely some sort of soul connection here, some love here, or there will be if you don't know this person yet. Okay. Who is their next love interest? Chariot. So this could end up being a connection that's kind of fast moving. Could be somebody coming towards you now. Justice. This person, okay, so I feel like there might be a bit of a, it's like this connection is gonna be very fast moving in the sense of like how you guys connect, maybe the passion involved with it, the fact that you guys have love for each other and all of that. But as far as like a stable commitment, it feels like there might be a little bit of a back and forth at first, because it feels like this person is gonna feel like they don't have enough to offer. Yeah, I just see them sort of taking their time when it comes to like, I guess, committing or really settling down with this. Magician. The Tower. There might be some sort of upheaval this person has gone through, or if you know this person, that you guys have gone through together. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I'm definitely, it's a lot of swords energy in this person. They're very mental, very much like more of a thinker than a feeler. Swords. King of Cups. So this person, when they do catch feelings, they catch feelings like it's deep. It runs deep for this person. Okay, Union. Serenity. Strength. So I feel like when you meet this person, if you don't know this person, then I feel like they're going to see you as somebody who could sort of tame the beast, if you will. I feel like this person's a little bit hard to settle down with, but I feel like there's something about you that this person's going to be like, oh my God, I can actually see myself committing to this. For those of you that do know this person, I think this person already thinks that about you. That, like, if I am to commit to somebody, it would be pile 3. It seems like there's, like, finances in the way or something. There's something about that. Let me see. What is stopping, for those of you, or actually what will be or is stopping this person from settling down? Page of Cups, so it's not that. This person will be like very infatuated with you. This could be someone who's already crushing on you. King of Wands, a passionate, fiery person, maybe a sexual person. Knight of Wands. definitely a lot of fiery energy. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person's a little bit, they could be a little bit flighty, but I feel like there's something about you that's going to, like, they're almost gonna, I almost hear, like, what's wrong with me? Like, this person's gonna be thinking, like, what has happened to me? Because of pile 3. Yeah, there's something about finances here. I think this person's gonna feel like, I think this person's gonna have some things to work through as far as, like, insecurity and, like, feeling good enough kind of things, and feeling like they have enough to offer. I feel like they're gonna have a little bit of their own self-esteem to work through. Because I feel like the reason they're so flighty and the reason they're, like, not typically committing to somebody is because it's, like, their own fears. Maybe based off past experiences or some self-limiting belief or self-fulfilling prophecy they have. Either way, it's definitely not a you problem. Yeah, this person needs to, like, get out of their head. That's the problem. This person is so heavily in their head. 3 of Cups. Yeah, so you guys could start off as friends. You could know each other through a mutual hobby or mutual friends. For those of you that this is possibly a past person, I definitely feel like they're still holding on to you. Four of Cups. Temperance. So yeah, this person's gonna have some things to work through. Or they have things that they're working through right now. But this person is definitely gonna be, like, again, like, the connection is gonna be fast because it's going to be, like, you guys connect so easily. Like, it's very, like, past life, we know each other kind of vibes. Whether you believe in that or not, just your souls recognize each other. But I feel like when it comes to, like, being, like, official or anything like that, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a slower process because this person has, like, a lot of their own things they gotta work through for sure. So, alright, I'm gonna do charms for you guys just to get any extra details on who this could end up being, or who this is already, possibly. There we go. Alright, these came out anyway, so we'll take them. M-I-M-L-I. Okay, a lot of M's and I's. Mimi. B. P. Not bipolar. Z. You could take it as N if you want. Y. O. C. Then we have pop stars. Someone could be in the public eye, or someone could be working towards that, possibly. O. Another O. Peace. You could be in a place where you're just looking for peace. This relationship can end up being something very peaceful. Oh, and we have a T over here. Someone could live by the water. Someone could like the water. But also, like what I said about the taming, like the anchor, it's almost like a groundedness or settling down vibes here. So you could settle, this person could settle down with you. You could settle down with them. You could have children with this person, or someone could already have children. And we got all the cookies here. So someone could like to bake. Someone could like cookies. Someone could like chocolate even. Stitch. And if someone could have a kitten, or like a kitten, or be like cuddly. And then the Stitch, I always take this as like being a little bit unique. This person could be someone who stands out. You could be someone who stands out. This relationship could be something that's a little bit unconventional. And that is it for you guys, pile 3. So I hope that this was a helpful reading for you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.